For CBS News.
I'm going to talk about metallic in an intelligent way.
That rules me out.
News 4 continues now at 6 o'clock.
Here's Khambrel Marshall.
Thank you very much. Up next on News 4 at 6 o'clock, an inspirational survivor story from a Broward sheriff's deputy who lost his legs in a horrible accident. A new twist in the Jimmy Rice murder case could lead back to Jimmy's grave. Homestead is in the midst of an airport battle, and it could mean the financial future of the city. Plus, one of the biggest babies you will ever see gets his first checkup at Metro Zoo. News 4 at 6 starts right now.
Live from WFOR-TV, this is News 4 South Florida.
I just want to thank everybody for the outpour. It is beyond anything I've ever seen. My family appreciates it, and more than you can know.
Grateful words tonight from a Broward sheriff's deputy who lost his legs in a highway tragedy. Good evening, everyone. I'm Khambrel Marshall. Ann Roberts has the night off. We're hearing an emotional survivor story tonight from Broward sheriff's deputy Dan Hodis. It's been 9 days since his horrible accident on I-95, and now Hodis is speaking out for the first time. News 4 Broward reporter Jack Hambrick is at Broward General Medical Center in Fort Lauderdale with more.
Khambrel, after the accident, we heard from a lot of people that know Dan Hodis, friends and family and other people that spoke very highly of him. But as you mentioned, today we heard from him for the first time. And his attitude is very inspiring, and he is someone that is looking forward to a future outside of this hospital. We're live in Fort Lauderdale. Jack Hambrick, News 4, South Florida.
Thank you, Jack. A major development tonight in the Jimmy Rice murder case. Lawyers for his accused killer made a move today that could lead back to Jimmy's grave. News 4's Andrew Colton working this story live from the Metro Justice Building.
The trial of Juan Carlos Chavez slated to start in Orlando in mid-May, but tonight there is some very interesting, very disturbing for some talk that they may need to exhume Jimmy's remains. We're live in Miami. I'm Andrew Colton, News 4, South Florida.
All right, Andrew, thank you. A convict captured by police after a daring prison break was back in court today. The charges keep piling up against Jay Sigler. He is now charged, among other things, with 2 counts of attempted murder against corrections officers during his Saturday breakout. A judge denied bond. Police arrested Sigler and his friend Christopher Michelson on Sunday after their car plowed into another car driven by Dennis Palmer. Michelson is charged with Palmer's death. Now, here are some of the other stories we're working on for you tonight on News 4. West Miami-Dade in a cloud of thick smoke. We'll tell you why. And eating carrots is not just good for your eyesight. We'll tell you about another important health benefit. Also coming up, 3 days old and already 88 pounds. Tonight, the newest addition to Metro Zoo gets a checkup. News 4 at 6, coming right back.
Lost in space, it's the roller coaster rocket ride that knocked Titanic off its huge wave. Now, Hard Copy takes you on a trip down memory lane with the original cast from the 60s hit TV show.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Don't miss this explosive sci-fi phenomenon. Plus, what's the funniest Seinfeld saying? Who's Jerry's silliest sidekick? And what's up with Jerry and Elaine? The answers revealed in our Seinfeld survey on Hard Copy.
Tonight at 7 on CBS 4.
In News for Your Health tonight, there is another good reason to eat carrots. It may fight cancer. A new study says it is the vitamin A in the carrots that does it. They're also loaded with retinoic acid, which some studies show may reverse effects of emphysema. Well, a new resident of South Florida's Metro Zoo getting a checkup today. The patient is one of the biggest babies you've ever seen. Checking out today's camel care session at the zoo, our doctor, News 4 Health editor, Dr. Deanna Lights.
Well, 3 days ago at Metro Zoo, a camel gave birth after a 13-month pregnancy. I thought 9 months was long. Today, it was time for this newborn to get his first checkup. And in many ways, it's no different than the first doctor visit we take our babies to. Well, Moses is the 3rd camel born at Metro Zoo this year. He'll be out for the public to see in a few days. And by the way, contrary to popular belief, camels don't store water in their humps. They store fat that they can use when food isn't available. Khambrel?
Thank you, Dr. Lights. Moses, quite opinionated, wasn't he? Well, thank you very much. Well, it's a breezy, beautiful South Florida day, but how long will it last? Brian Norcross has the forecast next. And still ahead, Cuban defectors found on the beach of a luxury South Florida hotel. More on that on News 4 at 6 o'clock returns.
Closed captioning is brought to you by the University of Miami Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center, providing quality patient care through leading-edge research.
Brian Norcross here. It seems to me April 14th it ought to be hot and starting to get ugly and muggy. We're kind of lucky right now.
We are real lucky, but it's going to get that way. Just hang around a couple days here. Take a look at our weather in motion today. We had pretty good cloud cover for a while this morning. I'll show you why in a second. But now it looks like it's going to be a beautiful evening here, checking your numbers. 75 here at Weather Control. Should not be this comfortable this time of day, this time of year. 77 Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood. Humidity's low. We did gust to 27 again today, but not as windy tomorrow. And no rain here. Real-time radar is scanning and not finding. It's getting very dry out there, so beware of your lawns because we are going to stay mostly dry here for the next several days. All right, satellite picture back to this morning, and look at this thick band of cloudiness. This was a little weather disturbance that came through in the upper level flow, actually touched off a little bit of a shower or two this morning. There it went on by. Now we're just left with a few clouds coming in off the ocean, but they're just widely scattered, and that's why we had a good afternoon and a good rest of the day. Then that moisture comes up and feeds this band. This is the old front, but notice staying way to the north, so heavy showers south of Atlanta now, but no problem for us. That same system spins up into the northeast. There you can see one storm system right there heading in toward Erie, Pennsylvania. It's going to slide to the northeast, bring then some showers, temperatures up that way in the 50s and 60s. And out west, look, another little storm system right here, again today, bringing scattered showers to California, but no really big deal there. Now, for tonight, a beach breeze and just maybe a sprink, low down to about 67. For tomorrow, not as windy, nice and sunny, high up to about 83, looks fine. For the boaters, the wind's decreasing some tomorrow from today, but still blowing pretty good, although by late in the day, it should be better. Moderate chop in the bay, 75 in the surf. And we're looking ahead, warmer yet on Thursday, and then we get toward the end of the week, just maybe a shower or two into Friday and Saturday, so we get up into the mid-80s, and quite warm ahead of that next front. Looks like it'll come through here late on Sunday into early Monday. All right, that's it. See you later.
All right, thank you very much, Brian. Quick clarification now. Those homestead hearings we mentioned earlier, a little earlier in this newscast, they will be held tomorrow in downtown Miami at the Holiday Inn on Southeast 2nd Avenue, beginning at 11 a.m., not in Homestead as was previously reported. Well, 9 Cuban raptors are in INS custody tonight after being discovered on the beach of a luxury Miami Beach hotel. 3 women and 6 men were spotted by security guards at the Eden Rock Hotel. The group says that they left Cuba on Sunday by boat and were dropped off behind the hotel late Monday night. One elderly woman was suffering from hypothermia, but she is reportedly doing okay now. West Miami-Dade choking in a thick haze of smoke this afternoon. This is the reason why a stubborn brush fire been burning behind a warehouse on Northwest 88th Avenue and 13th Street most of the day. Firefighters say the dry conditions are making it tough to put out. Luckily, there have been no injuries. Still ahead here at 6 o'clock, the Miami Dolphins are looking to make a big trade. Jim Berry with that in sports next. And looking ahead to News 4 at 11 o'clock, do you wonder if your spouse or maybe a friend is lying to you? Well, tonight, find out about a home lie detector test that could set the record straight. Stay with us.
From the human volcano to the female contortionist in a cube. Find out why the most bizarre circus sideshow acts are now in the center ring. And Sybil said goodbye on E.T.
Tonight at 7:30 on CBS 4.
You psyched us out. You said at 5 o'clock a possible trade for the Dolphins. What's up with that?
They are talking about it. They're trying to get another big body. They didn't get John Randall. They missed out on Sean Gilbert. So now the Dolphins are looking west, young man, to get another defensive big man. Sources tell News 4 Sports that the Fins are trying to trade for Oakland's Chester McLaughlin. Now, he's got lots of talent and also lots of baggage. A Pro Bowler with a bad attitude label. Nevertheless, the word is that JJ is willing to part with a second-round pick to get him. And if they get Chester, he'd play alongside Tim Bowens, who will remain a Dolphin. The Dolphins today tender the required offer to keep Bowens from becoming a free agent. Bowens will still negotiate a better deal with the Fins. Hey, Howard Schnellenberger has a new football job. He's been hired as a consultant to help Florida Atlantic University launch a football program. Schnellenberger coached UM to its first national title back in '83 and seems open to being FAU's first coach. All right, who's that we here in the background? Could it be those New York Knicks still crying about Sunday's game-ending call? Hey, the Heat is trying to sharpen up for the final 3 games of the regular season. Meantime, the Knicks are anxiously awaiting word on their protest of the call which wiped out Allen Houston's game-winning hoop. Now, a win could put the Knicks in playoff position to meet the Heat, and Pat Riley says, hey, fine.
I'm all but almost say, give them the game. Give them their game. Whining and crying about some game, give it to them. Let's play. Whatever. You want us that bad? We'll be here. So.
Anyway, the Panthers are only a week away from starting their golf vacations, but at least they're trying to end a lousy season on a good note. Panthers tonight host Ottawa. The Cats are 6-2-2 in their last 10 games, and everybody is doing their job. In fact, Ray Whitney has played like the team MVP, scoring 32 goals, and not a complete season with the Panthers. Only bad thing about this for the team is that it came way too late.
Here on News 4 at 6 o'clock, step aside, Elvis. This little hound dog is howling up a storm for a national appearance on CBS. Details when we come right back.
I get this mail from Progressive saying they have a smart new way to shop for auto insurance.
Progressive, can I help you?
They give you their rates plus the rates of several other companies. I wonder whose rates are going to be lowest.
It looks like you could save over $200 if you went with...
What? You're an insurance company?
Hey, we know how hard it is to shop for auto insurance. A lot of times we're the lowest. Sometimes we're not.
That's not what I expected from an insurance company. And then he said, well, maybe you should.
Call 1-800-AUTO-PRO or your authorized independent agent.
Finally tonight, he ain't nothing but a hound dog. Well, a mutt, that is, but he thinks he's a hound dog. Listen up. This is CJ, the singing chihuahua from Fort Myers. And when his owner, Joe, sings You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog, CJ joins right in. The two are entering a national contest, and if they win, you'll see them in action on The Late Show with David Letterman. You go, CJ. Sing that song. That does it for this edition of News 4 at 6 o'clock. Thanks for watching. The CBS Evening News is next. I'll see you back here tonight at 11 o'clock.